Obito Uchiha. Obito gained Six Paths Chakra through a dark path by becoming the host of the Ten Tails. Becoming the Jinchuuriki of the Ten Tails marked a complete transformation in Obito's combat abilities. From a ninja who mostly relied on Kamui and his Sharingan, he suddenly jumped to a power level that surpassed even Edo Hashirama, if not every ninja alive at that time. And yes, I'm only talking about raw power here, not personality or who had the better hair. Not only did his appearance change, but every aspect of Obito's fighting style got a major upgrade. Speed, strength, and defense all became insanely overpowered. With the Six Paths Chakra, Obito's arsenal got a serious boost with exclusive abilities that couldn't be copied. The most notable one? The truth-seeking orbs, those black floating balls that combine all 5 basic chakra natures, along with yin-yang release. Basically, they can erase anything they touch. And let's not forget Kamui, already one of the most broken jutsu in the series, became even scarier when powered by the Six Paths Chakra. When facing the allied shinobi forces, Obito completely overwhelmed thousands of ninja, even though they were powered up with Nine Tails Chakra. His truth-seeking orbs and insane speed allowed him to dodge or destroy every single attack thrown at him, from Naruto's Rasen Shuriken to complex combo moves. Honestly, thank goodness the Alliance had a few people who could use Sage Mode, or else, yeah, good luck countering that guy. But still, even with all that crazy power, Obito showed some pretty serious weaknesses when using Six Paths Chakra. His biggest strength was pure destruction and near impenetrable defense. However, he couldn't fully control the Ten Tails, which led to moments where he was manipulated or lost control. What's more interesting is his unstable mindset. The constant tug of war between the Eye of the Moon plan and his memories of Rin made him emotionally vulnerable, especially to Naruto's classic talk no jutsu speeches. Another flaw was his over-reliance on the truth-seeking orbs. Once the allied shinobi figured out how to counter them, Obito's power took a noticeable dip. If we look at the big picture, Obito was definitely capable of using Six Paths Chakra at a high level, but not perfectly. He was strong, no doubt, crazy strong, but he didn't really come up with any game-changing or creative jutsu. Overall, his use of power wasn't exactly subtle or innovative, just big boom energy, no finesse. Just a moment. Before we jump to the next part, we want to take a moment to thank you all for your incredible support. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, and every single one of you makes this journey even more exciting. If you love Naruto as much as we do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and share this video to help us reach even more fans. Your support keeps us going. Now, Madara Uchiha. Just like Obito, Madara gained Six Paths Chakra after becoming the Jubi Jinchuuriki. The turning point in his power after that transformation was nothing short of insane. Before this, even though he already had the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, a perfect Susanoo, and the Rinnegan, Madara was still somewhat limited, especially when going up against someone like Hashirama Senju. But after unlocking Six Paths Chakra, he became untouchable. His speed, strength, and durability reached such ridiculous levels that even the entire Ninja Alliance, with thousands of fighters, couldn't handle him. And here's the thing, Madara controlled the Ten Tails way better than Obito ever did. That alone shows the iron will and sheer dominance of this Uchiha legend. So yeah, no talk no jutsu for this man. You try that, and he'll probably laugh while dropping meteors. With Six Paths Chakra, Madara's jutsu arsenal became absolutely terrifying. He could use truth-seeking orbs too, and we already know how broken those things are, right? But wait, there's more. His Rinnegan got a serious upgrade, allowing him to use Limbo, Border Jail, a completely busted technique that creates invisible shadow clones from another dimension. These clones can only be seen or sensed by people with either Six Paths powers or the Rinnegan. This made life very difficult for both Naruto and Sasuke when they fought him. On top of all that, Madara had near immortal regeneration. Like, even if his body got wrecked, he could basically just heal himself back together. That made him almost one. Impossible to defeat, turning him into a straight-up final boss that no one asked for, but everyone had to deal with. The peak of Madara's use of Six Paths Chakra was when he activated the Infinite Tsukuyomi, the ultimate genjutsu that traps all of humanity in an eternal dream. This technique required a perfect combo of the Rinnegan and the power of the Ten Tails, proving just how much of a master Madara was when it came to unlocking the full potential of Six Paths Chakra. He was this close to completing the Eye of the Moon plan and creating a brand new reality for the entire ninja world, until Black Zetsu pulled a reverse card on him and used his body to revive Kaguya Otsutsuki. The role of Six Paths Chakra in Madara's battles was absolutely game-changing. It turned him into an unbeatable force, even when going up against Naruto and Sasuke with Six Paths power. Madara still looked like he was playing a different game. He used Limbo clones and massive Chibaku Tensei moves to create mini-planets, and even summoned a full-on meteor shower like it was no big deal. Honestly, the only weakness he had at that point was the fact that he didn't have any allies. But let's be real, when you're that strong, who even needs backup? In the end, it was Madara's overconfidence that cost him. He didn't notice Black Zetsu's sneaky betrayal, and that's what led to his downfall. If we look at it objectively, Madara had almost perfect control over Six Paths Chakra. Compared to Obito, who struggled with emotional control as a Jinchuuriki, Madara was on another level when it came to focus and composure. And when you put him next to Naruto, who relied on harmony with the tailed beasts, and Sasuke, who evolved his Rinnegan in creative ways, Madara still stood out as the better strategist. Honestly, if Kaguya hadn't been revived, this dude probably wouldn't have gone down at all. Kakashi Hatake. The only case where someone with zero godly bloodline still managed to get Six Paths power. After Obito redeemed himself and sacrificed his life to save his friends, he passed on both of his Mangekyou Sharingan and a portion of his chakra to Kakashi. And this wasn't just regular chakra, we're talking about the Six Paths chakra that Obito had when he was the Jubi Jinchuuriki. That moment was a huge power-up for Kakashi. By receiving both of Obito's Mangekyou Sharingan, Kakashi temporarily gained dual Mangekyou Sharingan for the first time in his life, along with enough Six Paths Chakra to activate the perfect Susanoo, the ultimate version of Susanoo, a massive armored warrior with wings, fully cloaked in Six Paths energy. What's crazy is that Kakashi was able to use this power immediately, without any training or buildup. Meanwhile, actual Uchiha usually need to level up their Susanoo step by step, from the ribcage form to armored form, then maybe to complete form after years of struggle. This just proves how insanely talented Kakashi is when it comes to adapting and mastering new abilities. It's the same quality that helped him survive and shine for years, even without any fancy inherited powers. The guy just pulls up with brains, skills, and sheer willpower. And now, apparently, a giant glowing chakra mech with wings. With the Six Paths Chakra and Dual Sharingan, Kakashi can combine these abilities to create his own unique jutsu. The most notable one is Kamui Shuriken, a technique that merges the power of Susanoo with Kamui's space-time ninjutsu. The giant shuriken created by Kakashi's Susanoo can teleport anything they touch into Kamui's dimension. But that's not all. Kakashi also developed Kamui Raikiri. With this move, Kakashi can strike more accurately and powerfully. This is the technique he used to pierce through Kaguya's arm. In the final battle, the Six Paths Chakra played a crucial role for Kakashi, even though he wasn't the one directly sealing the goddess. It created decisive opportunities. Thanks to this perfect coordination, Team 7 was able to successfully seal Kaguya, the biggest threat ever to the ninja world. Does Kakashi's power have limits? Oh, it sure does. His biggest weakness lies in the short duration of the Six Paths Chakra. It only lasts for as long as Obito's soul is present. Kakashi can't generate Six Paths Chakra on his own. He completely depends on the power Obito gave him. So, his godlike strength only lasts for one chapter. Compared to other Six Paths Chakra users, Kakashi has the shortest time to use it, but he makes the most of this power during that limited time. That's pretty impressive, don't you think? Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke received the Six Paths Chakra directly from Hagoromo Otsutsuki after Madara nearly killed him. Unlike Obito or Madara, who had to collect chakra from the 10 tails, Sasuke was given the yin power by the Sage of Six Paths, creating a perfect balance with Naruto receiving the yang power. Before obtaining the Six Paths Chakra, Sasuke was already a genius ninja with his eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and Susanoo, but still faced limits when fighting high-level enemies like Madara. Receiving power from Hagoromo allowed him to awaken the unique Six-Tomo Rinnegan in his left eye, a symbol of the combination between Six Paths Chakra and the Indra bloodline within him. This evolution took Sasuke's perfect Susanoo to new heights, allowing him, Team 7, and Obito to be immune to the infinite Tsukuyomi. What makes Sasuke special among the Six Paths Chakra users is not just his raw power, but also his creativity and finesse in how he uses it. Amenotejikara, the ability to teleport instantly and swap positions, became his signature move, a technique that's not only effective in offense, but also creates countless defensive and strategic opportunities. It's extremely versatile. In the battle with Kaguya, Amenotejikara helped Team 7 escape from several situations that seemed impossible to get out of. With this Rinnegan, he could also use Chibaku Tensei to trap the tailed beasts, drain their chakra, and unleash Indra's arrow, his most powerful attack. Yeah, his ultimate move. Sasuke controls and utilizes the Six Paths Chakra with great finesse and flexibility, but he's not overpowered. In Boruto though, just a little bit and he's out of chakra. Naruto Uzumaki. Just like Sasuke, Naruto received the Six Paths Chakra after nearly dying. In the spiritual realm, the Sage of Six Paths gave Naruto the Yang release and Six Paths Senjutsu, a perfect combination with the chakra of all the tailed beasts he had previously connected with. The transformation in Naruto's power after receiving the Six Paths Chakra was absolutely incredible. Before this, even though he was already strong with Rasen Shuriken and Kurama's mode, Naruto couldn't stand up to Madara or Kaguya. But now, he had reached godly levels with the ability to fly, use truth-seeking orbs, and even regenerate his body, like healing Kakashi's eyes or saving Might Guy. He had the truth-seeking orbs spinning around him, and his cloak had Magatama symbols. This wasn't just a visual evolution, but also a shift from a strategy that depended on the Nine Tails to a much more comprehensive, flexible, and refined power. But what truly made Naruto stand out was his Six Paths Rasen Shuriken variations, each with its own unique properties corresponding to the chakra of each tailed beast. From Lava Rasen Shuriken to Magnet Release Rasen Shuriken, and the ultimate one, Tailed Beast Bomb Rasen Shuriken. These were all massive techniques with huge destructive power. When facing Kaguya, his ability to fly and his godly power helped Naruto not only attack effectively, but also protect his teammates from dangerous dimensional spaces. Naruto's biggest strength in using the Six Paths Chakra lies in his massive chakra reserves, thanks to Kurama and the other tailed beasts. This allows him to maintain Six Paths Senjutsu for a long time without tiring out like Sasuke. His creativity in combining Rasen Shuriken with tailed beast chakra created a diverse arsenal that could handle any situation. However, let's be real, Naruto still just spams Rasengan and Rasen Shuriken. It's just that now there are a lot more variations. So, while he's incredibly durable and tough, when it comes to flexibility, he's kind of just the same. Ashura Otsutsuki. Ashura Otsutsuki, the youngest son of Hagoromo Otsutsuki, the Sage of Six Paths, is one of the most important historical figures in the Naruto universe, even though information about him is only revealed through brief flashbacks. Initially, Ashura was described as someone without any special talent. He often failed in basic jutsu training and was constantly compared to his genius older brother, Indra. However, instead of sinking into self-pity, Ashura chose the path of relentless effort and sought strength through his connections with others. According to Hagoromo, it was this spirit of unity and compassion that helped Ashura grow stronger, gaining the trust and support of those around him. This was the deciding factor that led Hagoromo to choose Ashura as his official successor and pass on his power to him. Yep, the Six Paths Chakra was also directly given to him by the Sage of Six Paths. From being someone who constantly failed at basic exercises, Ashura became a legendary warrior. He had incredible endurance and a crazy recovery ability. He could also use wood release and even combine it with Sage Jutsu. Oh, the Senju clan ancestor himself. And in his Sage mode, he could use Six Paths, Kunitsukami, a form similar to the Six Paths Senjutsu that Naruto later obtained. The strength he inherited from his father allowed Ashura to go head-to-head with Indra, a genius and the possessor of the Mangekyo Sharingan and Susanoo, techniques considered to be the strongest at the time. While the manga and anime don't go into detail about Ashura's specific techniques based on the images shown, we can infer that he likely possessed abilities similar to Naruto's when using the Six Paths Chakra. We don't have a lot of information to make a full analysis, but his power being similar to Naruto's combined with wood release, that's pretty OP. The only possible weakness is that his strength is based on connection, so he would be weaker without allies around him. That's it. Indra Otsutsuki. Indra Otsutsuki, the eldest son of the Sage of Six Paths Hagoromo, is the embodiment of genius and personal strength, laying the foundation for the legendary Uchiha clan that followed. He was born inheriting most of his father's chakra right from the start. Indra unlocked divine abilities, including the Mangekyo Sharingan and complete Susanoo, bringing him to a level of power nearly equal to his father's. With his Mangekyo Sharingan, he possessed Hinoka Gutsuchi, an ability similar to Amaterasu, and could paralyze opponents with just a glance. Although the anime doesn't make it clear, we can speculate that he had skills similar to the Uchiha's later jutsu, like Tsukuyomi or other exclusive Mangekyo Sharingan abilities. Indra's Susanoo was a powerful combat entity with superior offensive and defensive capabilities, much like what Sasuke would later display. What's interesting is that the Yin Chakra Indra inherited from Hagoromo greatly enhanced his ability to manipulate spiritual energy, allowing him to create complex genjutsu and ninjutsu that no normal ninja could achieve. No wonder the Uchiha are so good at genjutsu. However, despite possessing the Six Paths Chakra and innate talent, Indra ultimately lost in his battle against his younger brother Ashura. This clearly reflects the limitations of his life philosophy. He valued personal strength too much and lacked unity. While Ashura learned to rely on the strength of the community and friendship, Indra isolated himself in arrogance and pride, preventing him from fully tapping into the true potential of the Six Paths Chakra. Objectively speaking, Indra controlled and utilized the Six Paths Chakra at an extremely high level thanks to his natural talent. He was the one who invented ninjutsu and even the most basic weapons, so it makes sense. Hagoromo Otsutsuki. Of course, we have to talk about the owner of the Six Paths Chakra. He was also once the Jinchuuriki of the 10 Tails. Hagoromo's strength as a user of the Six Paths Chakra is shown through his diverse and comprehensive abilities. He was the first to awaken the Rinnegan, the legendary eyes that allow the use of techniques like Six Paths, Chibaku Tensei. He was also proficient in all 5 basic elements and yin-yang release. Nagato admitted that his strength with the Rinnegan was far weaker compared to Hagoromo's. The Rinnegan gave him access to all the powers of the Six Paths technique. Using the outer path, he could summon souls from the Pure Land and cancel someone else's impure world reincarnation jutsu, freeing the trapped souls and sending them back to the afterlife. Now, don't get confused. Nagato didn't have Six Paths Chakra. He only had the Rinnegan and used the Six Paths techniques with his own Uzumaki Chakra. What's really impressive is that Hagoromo also had the creation of all things technique, which allowed him to split the chakra of the 10 tails into 9 separate tailed beasts. He could also use the truth-seeking orbs, senjutsu, and even possess the 5 great treasures. Hagoromo's power was so immense that even centuries after his death, despite his bloodline being watered down, his distant descendants, like Kinkaku and Ginkaku, were able to obtain power similar to that of a Jinchuuriki by eating Kurama's flesh. Meanwhile, other ninjas in the Cloud Village couldn't survive doing the same thing. Wow! and he was so tough that he fought non-stop for 3 months straight. You just know, the father of Ashura and Indra had to be different. He's the one with Six Paths power after all. However, in the Naruto universe, he's only the second most powerful person. The one who also has Six Paths Chakra and is stronger than him? The number 1 spot goes to none other than Kaguya Otsutsuki, the mother of the Sage of Six Paths, of course. Kaguya Otsutsuki, the legendary goddess, and the grandmother of chakra, is the perfect embodiment of the infinite power of the Six Paths Chakra in the Naruto world. Originating from the Otsutsuki clan from space, Kaguya obtained this divine power not through training or inheritance like other characters, but by directly absorbing the God Tree's fruit, and then merging with the beast form of the divine tree. So, calling her the first Jinchuuriki of the Ten Tails isn't wrong. She is the pure origin of chakra on Earth, which is a major difference compared to those who later used the Six Paths Chakra. Kaguya's power with the Six Paths Chakra is shown through her unique abilities. She possesses the Sharingan, the third eye on her forehead, different from the regular Rinnegan, which allows her to use infinite Tsukuyomi and space-time manipulation. Combined with Byakugan, her fighting ability becomes comprehensive with perfect observational skills. Exclusive jutsu like Amenomeneka, space-time teleportation, Yomotsu Hirasaka, opening space gates, and especially all-killing ash bones are deadly techniques that no other character in the series can use. However, interestingly, Kaguya's absolute power became part of the reason for her defeat. Throughout the battle with Team 7 in the 4th Ninja War, Kaguya clearly showed a reliance on raw power rather than sophisticated strategy. She continuously altered dimensions and used instant death techniques, but lacked the flexibility in combat tactics that Madara, Sasuke, or Kakashi possessed. Her dependence on Black Zetsu for tactical decisions was also a major weakness. Let's just say her combat experience wasn't exactly top-notch. Kaguya's defeat by Naruto and Sasuke, who later also possessed the Six Paths Chakra, was a profound lesson that absolute power is not the only factor in determining victory. Despite being the source of chakra with nearly limitless energy and terrifying exclusive techniques, Kaguya was still defeated by Team 7's teamwork, willpower, and creative strategy. Strong? Sure, but she wasn't exactly great at using it. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.